I have ADHD. I have auditory processing disorder. And yet I cut trailers for a living. Those three things shouldn't mix, and for most of my career I assumed they didn't. Every time I'd sit down to break down a movie for a campaign, I'd watch it once and get completely lost in the story. Watch it again, and the music would pull me under. A third time I'd look at it and I'd realize I hadn't actually pulled a single select. So I built a system. Not because I figured it out, but because I literally had to. This is how I actually break down a movie. 2 things I do before I start every single time. I edit in the dark. Always. No overhead light, just the monitor. The dark forces my eyes onto the screen and removes anything peripheral that wants to steal my attention. Headphones? Not for sound quality. For tunnel vision. Putting headphones on is a physical signal to my brain that the rest of the world is shut out. My focus zone starts here. Most editors think these are just preferences, but for me, it's the difference between working or not. So the first time I watch a movie that I'm breaking down, I do nothing. No notebook, no notes, no marking selects, no analyzing. I just watch it like a viewer. This sounds counterproductive, but it's actually the most important pass. Because here's the thing I've learned about ADHD. I can't focus on craft when my brain's trying to figure out the story. So I let it. I get sucked in. I cry at the parts that I'm supposed to cry at. I jump at the parts that I'm supposed to jump. I experience the movie like the filmmaker intended. And then I write down the moments that I remember the most. The shots that stood out to me. The lines that I resonated with. Those become the first things I pull. Because if those moments stayed with me as a viewer, they'll work on the audience too. Pass 2 is structural. Finding the story, the architecture. What story am I trying to tell? What story am I trying to sell?
You can't handle the truth!
This is where I'll pull the lines that will support the different various avenues that I might travel down in marketing the movie. And breaking down for me, I'll just put all my dialogue selects down on one empty timeline so that I have it for reference later. So this becomes the spine of my actual cut. Pass 3 is where most editors think the work starts. For me, it's the third thing I do. Mute the film, all audio off. Now I'm just watching picture. I like to scrub at 1.5 speed, sometimes 2, and basically I'm just looking for striking compositions. Visual motifs, shapes that repeat, movements that match, shots that are cinematic, some scope. This is where I'll find match cuts. Without the music telling me how to feel and the dialogue telling me what to think, I finally have permission to just see the images. Oddly enough, the thing that changed everything for me when I figured it out, sometimes I scrub the film backwards. You see, in reverse, your story brain shuts off. You stop anticipating what comes next. All you see is shape, motion, and composition. Match cuts that were invisible the first 3 times I watched the movie suddenly start jumping out. I know it sounds insane, but try it once. You'll see. If you have ADHD or auditory processing issues or any kind of brain that doesn't work the standard way, this industry will tell you it's a problem that you need to overcome. But I'm here to tell you, you don't. The thing that makes me get lost in a movie on the first watch is the same thing that lets me feel exactly what the audience will feel. The thing that makes spoken dialogue hard for me is the same thing that lets me see visual patterns most editors miss. You don't fight your brain. You build a system around it. And this is mine.